So Nick, first base is a run line or money line you're interested in. And I heard that you're going with a very special game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Field of Dreams game. I'm going with the White Sox money line against the Yankees. They're the favorite tonight. So run line is in play, but I'll get to that in a second why I don't want to go run line. But first, you got Lance Lynn versus Andrew Heaney. Heaney's a guy you always want to target in any capacity if you can, going against him. The Yankees are the fifth worst in K rate against right-handed pitching this season. So Lynn's strikeout prop is in play, but more on pitcher props later. They're one of the worst teams against right-handed pitching this season. And over the last couple weeks, they're 21st in OPS against right-handed pitching. Heaney has gotten smacked in his two Yankee starts so far. Last time was against the Mariners, and I know Steve wants to tell everybody the Mariners are going to win the AL West or whatever, but they have not hit left-handed pitching well this season, and they've been kind of middle of the pack of late. The reason I'm not going run line with this tonight is because the White Sox haven't been, they haven't done much against left-handed pitching of late. I still like Lance Lynn to go out and do well enough for them to win this game, especially against a guy like Andrew Heaney. And the other thing is, too, you got two good bullpens going. So, yeah, and the White Sox did see Andrew Heaney early in the year. The only reason that I might consider run line would be because they kicked the tar out of him in his first start of the season. But either way, I think money line White Sox is the best bet in this one today.
Dan, what do you think? A run line or money line you like?
I'm going to go run line. San Francisco, 1.5 over Colorado, plus 125. As a Dodger fan, it pains me. I think my card needs to get revoked. But, it's just Logan Webb on the mound for the Giants. He's having a good year. 3.31 FIP, 11% swinging strike rate. The K per nine is flexible, 9.34. He's only allowed 0.8 home runs per nine. It's more about the Colorado offense. They're just so inept on the road, last in runs scored by a significant margin. German Marquez, he's on the mound for Colorado, and I usually like to target him, especially at Coors, because the ownership is usually low, and he's actually a good pitcher. But in two games against the Giants this season, one at home, one on the road, he went 4 innings, allowed 4 runs, and then he got blasted for 8 runs in 2/3 of an inning. So granted, those games happened, late April, early May, or early March. But he's definitely gettable, and the Rockies do have one of the worst bullpens in all of baseball.
All right, Erik, run line or money line?
Yeah, I'm actually going to go back to that Field of Dreams game and take the other side. This is the pro Andrew Heaney corner. Yeah. If you look at Heaney and Lynn, Lynn beats Heaney by almost 3.5 runs in ERA. But if you look at some of the ERA estimators, xFIP has Heaney behind by only 0.08 runs, and Sierra has them exactly tied. They're more or less almost exactly tied in both strikeout rate and walk rate on the season. Lynn doesn't get a lot of ground balls, and Heaney gets even fewer. 32% ground ball rate for Heaney is a problem in places like Yankee Stadium, making it kind of a strange acquisition for New York at the deadline. But he's really a much better pitcher than his ERA suggests, and he's not pitching in Yankee Stadium in this one. I don't know the park factors of your average cornfield, but I would guess most of them are at least a little bit more pitcher friendly than Yankee Stadium. From what I've seen of the dimensions of this stadium, it looks pretty standard, so I wouldn't expect anything too crazy there. And again, with Yankee Stadium being such an outlier, I think almost every park is better for Heaney than the one he now calls home. I would still say that White Sox probably are the favorites, but the Yankees, they have a good team, even if they haven't always played up to those standards this year. And I think being plus 140 underdogs is just too much for me.